The confidence of historical perspective. Wow, what what a mind-blowing topic. But what does it mean really? It's not supposed to be anything too too out there or too over the top, or too esoteric. It simply means that your past, the experiences of your past, um, have given you in some form or the other a confidence in certain things that you can do. Right. So let me buttress this with a story. It's one of my favorite stories. It's a biblical story, right? I'm sure most of us are aware, hopefully, of the story of King David. The second king of Israel, and you know, to most perspectives, the greatest king, the greatest earthly king of Israel. Right. So we know the story. We know about David and Goliath, etc. But before David became a world or a nationally famous hero, right? Before going into that epic battle with Goliath, he had said something to the reigning king, that was King Saul, right? When he was brought before the king after claiming that he could defeat the giant Goliath, and Saul was like, "Dude, you're only a kid, right? This guy, aside from being a giant, has been fighting battles since he was young. What gives you the confidence? What makes you think that in your wildest dreams or imaginations you could ever think of going toe to toe with this guy, right?" And David gave a very interesting response. He said that essentially, right? I'm going to paraphrase a bit. That this guy is going to be nothing to me, King. That as a shepherd boy, when a lion or a bear came to devour my father's flock, the flock of sheep, I took hold of him, that's lion and bear, and I smote him. Therefore, this giant, whoever he is or whatever he is going to be no match. What was David saying? David was giving his credentials. He wasn't just saying, "Look, King, I'm not here to blow hot air, right? I may be little, I may be young, but I have been through stuff. I'm a tough guy. I've done some stuff, King." And it was saying that, look, it's not as though I'm just coming here and I'm being unprepared. I have been through stuff that have prepared me for this moment, right? I have fought a lion and I've killed a lion. I've fought a bear and I've killed a bear. So I know that I am ready for this. And the same God who protected me, who gave me the ability to overcome those two animals, would give me the ability to overcome this animal, right? So the confidence of historical perspective means that things that have happened in your life haven't just come necessarily by chance or happenstance. They have actually come in a lot of cases, if not all cases, to prepare you for what's ahead, right? So let me take myself as an example. A lot of the things that I'm doing now, teaching, building people up in financial skills, talking to them about business, how to structure their businesses, business plans, pitch decks, coaching, writing, documentation, um, talking about all manner of stuff that pertain to leadership, business management, business strategy, personal development, and all of that didn't just come because I sat down one day under a tree and I got a revelation and everything that I know now was suddenly downloaded into my head. No, this came over time. It means that I didn't just start trying to teach people. I've been exposed to situations where, even though I'm a naturally reserved person, I had to be able to stand up and talk. I had to be able to stand up in front of people and not just talk, but also prefer insight. I had to take data and turn it into information, turn information into actionable knowledge, turn knowledge into understanding, and turn understanding into wisdom. That is not something that you can do if you've never done it before, right? Even though you have a natural leaning to it or towards it, you need experience. You need to be put in those situations where, right, the lions are practically waiting to tear out your flesh. So it's only by going through those things, right, that your confidence in your capability is built. It means that I can stand in front of any audience anywhere in the world and do the things that I'm doing without batting an eyelid, right? So pay attention to the things that happen right? Or the things that have happened in your past, because more often than not, they're there to prepare you for the next stage of your life, right? Your life is supposed to be a period of stages or phases where you go from one level to the next, but you won't be ready for the next level if you haven't gone through the previous level. So just like David, who was confident in his ability to bring down a Goliath, a giant, because he had been through the stages and the phases of facing horrible creatures, right? Scary creatures that would have frightened anybody. I mean, just imagine being face to face with a lion, not just any other animal, a lion, a hungry lion that is here to devour your flock and possibly you, and having the and just think about it, because David at that stage in his life was in his teens, according to biblical historians and all of that. He was somewhere in the region of 14, 15, 16, 17. So imagine a 17-year-old having the confidence, having the gall, the unmerited gall, the unmitigated gall to grab a hold of a lion and kill it. 17 years old, right? So this is a guy who had been baked in the art of war, right? He wasn't just a kid who was playing the harp and singing in the lonely mountains or whatever it was. This is a guy who was a warrior and who built certain skills that allowed him to be in a position where he could grasp the opportunity that was presented to him. So be confident, have confidence in your historical perspective. There's something in your past, or there are things in your past that have come into your life that were there to prepare you for the next stage. So don't discount them. Be confident in them, because it means that you're ready to face the next stage of your future.